If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Because as your life changes and your body changes, Sleep Number mattresses adapt and shift to give you personalized comfort night after night. And now everything's on sale during our Memorial Day event. Save up to $1,200 on mattresses for a limited time. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, to a good life sleep.
It's time for the Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games at Southern Utah University in Cedar City. Register today to participate in the 40th anniversary season of a Utah sports tradition at utahsummergames.org. Participate in over 50 sports around the state. Then plan to join the opening ceremonies Friday, June 5th, presented by State Bank of Southern Utah. Register today to participate in the 40th anniversary season of the Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games.
It's time to get your morning started with the news you need to know.
News update.
This is what's trending with DJ and PK. Hashtag Utah Jazz.
Picking second will be the Utah Jazz.
Couldn't be more happy. We think there's a lot of talented guys that can help us for the next 10 years, and we're glad for Jazz Nation that we got it, and now we got to make the right pick.
Utah Jazz move up. Finally, PK. Somebody can say that after a lottery. They are going to draft second unless they make a trade up, down, out, whatever. But they've got an asset. Now, what do they do with it? Lady Luck, good fortune, smiled.
Yeah, I mean, it was about time. I mean, it was going to happen. To what degree remains to be seen, and 2 is plenty good enough. Because now if you want DeBonsa or whomever, you only have to deal with one team. And you've got enough assets, and you are closer to winning, I believe, than Washington is, so you can offer them assets if you're interested in somebody. The things that I will say, if they want DeBonsa, and I don't know that they do, but if they do, they have an excellent chance to get him. And I believe they feel like they can get him if, and that's a big if, they decide that that's the direction they want to go. But, you know, we've seen it in the past as far as maneuverability. If you like someone really, really close, say, and I don't think I'm just throwing this name out there, but Wilson, then you can trade down.
Yep.
And get your guy, possibly.
And get some more stuff.
Yes. So the options,
picks, yeah.
Almost like anything that you can dream of, within reason, of course, that's available to them. And, you know, I was kind of snooping and nosing around a little bit yesterday, and I think that if they want DeBonsa, they can get him. But they may look at, and somebody like a Wilson, they may look at and say, hey, he's really good. Or Darren Peterson, and for that matter, Boozer. I think you have to put all 4 guys in the category. If they believe that they can get somebody and he's really close to the other guy and you can get other stuff, as you say, this is going to be a very interesting 6 weeks or so before the draft, and then find out what they do at that point. But this opportunity there is really sets themselves up to do some really good things, and I'm excited for them. Excited for the fans and for all the people who've suffered. And, you know, Ryan Smith, that's great, but he's still got $8 billion in the bank. So good for him.
For all the Jazz fans in your neighborhood and the people who come up to you at the gym, the average Jazz fans, people who maybe can only afford to go to 2 or 3 games a year, maybe not that. Or maybe they do have tickets to the company and they sorted through 20 games. It's intriguing now. I mean, there's probably a few, we'll probably hear from a few this morning on social media, who are like, wow, it's so close to having the number 1 pick, and they could have had DeBonsa. It would have been kind of just slam dunk, open and close. There still would have been a chance to trade down or whatever or out. I don't think, and maybe I'm up in the night.
What?
It's not what I think, it's what I know. I don't think they would have done that. I think they had the number 1 pick, would have taken DeBonsa and gone on with it. But at 2, there's so much drama. Washington, there's already reports coming out of Washington. The Wizards are open to talk and trade. Well, I bet they are. Now, how much do they want to move? You know, what's the price?
Well, I listened
to talk all day long.
Their general manager was on the NBA radio this morning, and I listened to it for 20 minutes.
Yep. And so did you get a sense of, I'll move for a king's ransom, or do you get a sense of, Hey, we get it. We get a player and a pick. You know, there have been these moves, right? The year Bradley came out. I mean, Utah's kind of been involved in one of them, one from the college. And the year Bradley came out and Weber got traded. And so people were willing to move, you know, from 1 to 3. When D. Will was in the draft, the Jazz moved from 6 to 3. So.
Oh, yeah, DA has already done that with Jason Tatum.
Yep. Tatum's another example.
Yeah, I think that's a more recent one. I think that they're just giddy.
Yeah,
and
that they're in the mix.
Yeah.
Instead of parked back at.
But they are starting interviews tomorrow.
It's go time.
Right, it is. And so get as much information as you can. But they're open.
Yep.
I think these teams, including the Jazz, are open. This is not one, but obviously it's the next best thing. And given the fact that they have so many options available, it is plenty good enough. They're going to get an excellent player.
Yeah. If they don't make any moves, they just sit at number 2 and they take whoever's on the board. You know, they'll miss out on one guy, obviously, probably DeBonsa, but whatever. They'll have a chance to get a really good player.
But I think that if they really want DeBonsa, they can get. And if DeBonsa really wants to be here, they can finagle it. This is it won't. The formula is easy. The particulars of that formula,
the price might be
is where
huge. Right.
You have to get involved.
Yep.
But Washington needs more help than the Jazz do.
Yeah.
So give them one pick removed and all this other stuff that the Jazz may shower upon them. Basically, take everybody except the 2 forwards and the 2 guards. And I would be even open to Keontae George.
But not Ace Bailey.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
I think the 4 guys, and then we can give you picks, we can give you players, we can give you first-round picks, and you're only moving down 1.
Yeah, you're still
not 3 or 4.
You're still getting a really good player.
Yeah, who's gonna? And if DeBonsa really doesn't want to be there and really wants to be here, that can aid the case. So the DeBonsa thing is very, very much in play.
So weird that a year ago, Ace Bailey, according to his agent, really wanted to go to the Wizards and he ended up here. Now a year later, what if DeBonsa doesn't want to go to the Wizards and could end up here? It's the Wizards again. Very little interaction with them, but guess what? Second year in a row. Mm-hmm. Potential link. Player not wanting to be one place, wanting to be somewhere else.
Right.
All right, well, we'll have more on this coming up. You've been reacting all over social media. We'll get to that. Lots of options for trades. We'll get to all of that on the way. The other stuff that came out of this draft lottery, PK, how about the Pacers having a terrible year? Drop to 5. Give the pick to the Clippers. Oof.
It sucks for them.
Yeah.
But I don't give a crap.
And the Jazz win the coin flip with the Kings because if they don't, the 5th team ends up drafting 7th. Yikes. Mm-hmm. All right, DJ and PK.
Hashtag NBA.
See it. They said, people asked, he got him with the elbow. So obviously when you have a high elbow and you catch somebody, I by no means thought it was intentional. Tough break. So that's all my take on it right now. But in general, I do think it's getting to a point that if the people that are in charge of controlling the game and protecting the physicality of the game don't do that, then at some point he's going to have to protect himself. We've been asking him to do that now for a while.
Victor Wembanyama ejected for an elbow to the side of Naz Reid's head. He picks up a flagrant 2 foul. He's kicked out. He only plays 12 minutes, scores 4 points, and without him, the Spurs lose. Minnesota wins 114-109. That series tied at 2 games apiece. When he's bad or he doesn't play, Minnesota has prevailed. He's had 2 good games. The Spurs won those 2. It's pretty clear-cut what's going on through 4 games in this series.
Well, if the rules require him to be suspended, he needs to be suspended. I mean, the people in Phoenix are still furious about what happened years ago with Steve Nash.
Yep.
Those are the rules, and that's Mitch Johnson, I believe. That's the coach of the Spurs. He can protect himself all he wants, but you can't throw an elbow above the neck.
Cannot. No choice for the rest.
Given the fact that he's a half a foot taller than everybody.
Where do you think it's going to land, right?
Yeah. So if he wants to protect himself, fine. He just needs to be smarter. He can't throw an elbow without knowing exactly where it's going. Put it in the chest of the man.
Yep.
And then you're fine. And you're much taller than everybody else, so you've got to be smart about it. I don't have any problem with what Johnson said, except it was intentional. and he's much taller, so his elbows are going to be higher. They led the Spurs and Wembanyama individually, and he clearly didn't know the rule because I thought of you with that skill with the lip reading that you have. Remember he told us he had that skill, Yuck? I mean, and obviously...
Who could forget?
Tirico must have it, too.
He does.
Because you could say, well, what does that mean? I'm ejected. I mean, I couldn't read it. It was impossible for me.
That was pretty clear cut. I think you could.
No. Because I didn't know, was he speaking French?
He was not speaking French.
But that's the point. I didn't know.
I think you could.
I don't have that skill. The departed Vin Scully, and Mike Tirico have that skill.
I learned it from Vin, by the way. Watching Dodger games. He
Great. And
taught me through the TV and the radio.
It's clear he didn't know what the rule was. And fine, protect yourself all you want, but don't throw an elbow that's going to hit somebody above the neck because they're very conscious of that. And anybody who does it, no matter what your complaint is, you're going to be ejected.
It had to be. There was no choice. There couldn't be star treatment for that.
And if there's a suspension that requires it, then they need to suspend them because they cost the Suns a title, and the people down there are furious about it. And they want to see the rules need to be applied equally. Injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere.
There it is. So what happened to the Sixers? They looked so good beating Boston in 7, and then they can't even compete with the Knicks. Beaten in 4 games, beaten by 30 points at home to complete the sweep. The Knicks got those little rivalries going. Well, probably not little rivalries, just a little from here. When you're in the middle of them, it's probably a pretty heated rivalry with Philly and Boston. And now they can look at Philly and like, ha, we swept you. And look at Boston. Like, you couldn't beat those guys. Knicks are on to the conference final, waiting for the Detroit-Cleveland winner. That series is 2-1 Detroit with Game 4 tonight.
Yeah.
Impressed with the Knicks or just Philly's a mess?
I mean, that's Philadelphia's problem. That has nothing to do with the Knicks. Take advantage of a lousy team or a team not good enough to beat you and move on to the conference final and see where you go from there.
Thunder can move on to the conference final. They're 7-0 in the playoffs. They're going for another sweep. They got the Lakers at home, in L.A. tonight. 8:30 after the Pistons and Cavs at 6.
Well, I would think they would win that, and then LeBron will turn the attention to himself. Am I coming back or not?
Sit and wait like he's Aaron Rodgers. Take his time.
And plus, he's a free agent, so, I mean, now he could move if he wants to. And we can finally... It's going to be impressive. The front line, this may be the best front line in history with Jaren Jackson, Lowry Markkanen, A.J. DeBonsa, and LeBron James. If Dwayne Wade gets his way.
NBC tonight for the Pistons and Cavs. Prime Video for the Thunder and the Lakers. And Steve Kerr, 2-year contract extension to stay with the Warriors. I did not expect that. It did seem it was getting more likely the last few weeks. He seemed to open the door, but coaching to the end of a deal. New deal makes him the highest paid coach in the NBA.
Well, I just hope that he doesn't end up like Rudy Tomjanovich in Houston.
How's that?
Well, that's the, you can explain it, Yuck. It is the Draymond Green shot at Charles Barkley.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I don't want to be like you and he. Okay, got it. Okay.
And then he had to apologize because it was stupid. Yeah.
I got to average a double-double while he was in Houston.
Yeah, I know. Like Charles Barkley in Houston was dog meat.
Yeah, he was actually pretty good.
If Kerr wants to keep coaching, man. I mean, Jerry Sloan did it. He withstood a couple of situations.
Yeah.
And so if he wants, I don't think that the Warriors are going to be a big contender next year unless they make a massive amount of moves. And this is the star player. He has to play it out, and then you rebuild after that. And we've seen this a million times. But maybe Kerr wants to keep going beyond that. Good for him. Whatever he wants to do it.
DJ and PK.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Because as your life changes and your body changes, Sleep Number mattresses adapt and shift to give you personalized comfort night after night. And now everything's on sale during our Memorial Day event. Save up to $1,200 on mattresses for a limited time. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, to a good life's sleep.
I sold my car in Carvana last night.
Well, that's cool.
No, you don't understand. It went perfectly. Real offer, down to the penny. They're picking it up tomorrow. Nothing went wrong.
So What's the problem?
That is the problem. Nothing in my life goes as smoothly. I'm waiting for the catch.
Maybe there's no catch.
That's exactly what a catch would want me to think.
Wow, you need to relax.
I need to knock on wood. Do we have wood? Is this table wood?
I think it's laminate.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's close enough.
Car selling without a catch. Sell your car today on Carvana. Pickup fees may apply.
Hashtag NFL.
Denver Broncos coach Sean Payton said that Bo Nix remains on track to participate in the minicamp on a limited basis next month, expected to be full speed by the time training camp starts in July. I think Denver is... Would you have Denver as the favorite out of the AFC to go to the Super Bowl or alongside some other teams? They got to be up there.
Well, I mean, it's the same to the other the three teams.
Denver, New England.
No, I mean in the division.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then watch out for Fernando Mania Part 2. And Vegas, man, I'm giving you a tag that you can use.
Oh yeah.
Vegas is like 95% LA.
Huge LA influence. Yeah. So many Laker fans there.
And so they're going to have...
As they're about to find out when they get an NBA team.
Fernando Mania with the Dodgers. Now this is Fernando Mania Part 2. Yeah. And you can even put it in Spanish.
Yeah, once the Athletics get there, they're going to... If they don't already know it, it'll be the roar when the Dodgers play there, when the Lakers play there. It'll be
that's
impressive.
Everywhere in the West. Yeah. I mean, Phoenix is at
feel
least half Dodger fans. But yeah, Fernando Mania. I'm giving you free advertising, Vegas.
There's a marketing plan. Run with it.
And you told me years ago Vegas was in St. George.
I did?
Yeah.
I don't remember this.
Did you remember? Yeah, I can remember when he said Vegas is in St. George.
I'm not saying I didn't. I just don't remember.
I do remember that, yeah.
And then I said, well, I guarantee if the Raiders are in St. George, you know they're in Beaver.
Oh, I do remember that. My bad. I do remember that. There are Vegas fans in St. George, though.
Obviously, it makes sense.
Yeah.
They're basically a suburb.
Potential sale for the Seahawks by the estate of Paul Allen, not getting the interest. What? The NFL can't just print money? Yeah, it might only go for $9 billion, not the $10 billion the Broncos sold for. Hard times in the NFL.
How fast can we get a stadium?
Yeah, right. DJ and PK.
Hashtag Major League Baseball.
The 2-2 delivery. Suzuki strikes out swinging. And there it is, number 1900 for Jacob deGrom. He is the second fastest ever to get to 1900 in terms of games pitched behind Randy Johnson and in terms of innings pitched behind Chris Sale.
Machado, first pitch swinging, Manny in the air to center field. Scott is backing up, gives way to Walker, who's got the great arm. He makes the catch. Laureano's tagging. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. The Padres have come back. They walk it off on Mother's Day and beat the Cardinals 3-2.
Opening pitch to Terang. Fly ball center field. It's hit well. Grisham back. It is gone! Another Mother's Day miracle for the Brewers.
Brewers complete a 3-game sweep of the Yankees for the first time since 1989. The walk-off homer, they win 4-3. Big series in the National League. The Atlanta Braves, best record in baseball, take 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers with a 7-2 win yesterday. Braves off today. Now they got a 3-game series with the Cubs, who have the second best record. Ready for some more? I think that game tomorrow's on TBS too. So if you're into your childhood memories and the Superstation and the Braves and the Cubs, it'll all come together with 2 good teams.
I got the baseball package.
Yeah, I know. It's a different era.
Got it for free, too.
Tampa Bay Rays won their 14th game in the last 16. They're 14-2 as they move past the Yankees into the top spot in the AL East. They beat Boston 4-1. Cubs lost. I mean, they're still 20-5 in the last 25 games, but they lost. Rangers ace Jacob deGrom becomes the second fastest pitcher to 1,900 career strikeouts. They don't do that by age. They do that by games pitched. He's had a bunch
37 years old.
I know. The second fast, when I saw that, I'm like, is he in his early 30s? He's got to be in his early 30s, but I don't even think he's in his early 30s. I looked it up because I was stunned by the second fastest So they went games pitched, so they don't count all the time.
Because he's been hurt a lot. And
yeah,
also,
a lot.
Strikeouts don't matter as much as they used to. It used to be embarrassing to strike out.
Nobody cares now. Hey, swing the fences, try to hit that 2-strike homer.
He listed, now Randy Johnson's an all-time guy who's going to be an all-time guy if he pitched in 1900 or 2000 or 3000.
Yeah, but let's talk 3,000, 3,500, or 4,000 strikeouts, not 1,900.
But second fastest and Chris Sale, who happens to pitch in today's game, these guys should be racking up the strikeouts.
Yeah, they don't throw enough innings, and then they get hurt, and they miss the season.
Well, he does. Yeah. He's been hurt more often than not, but he's very good when he's healthy, that's for sure.
Bees had their series finale in OKC canceled due to weather conditions. They're coming home for 2 weeks. They got El Paso coming in next week. They did get to see Mookie Betts for a couple games. He's headed back to the majors now. He played in a couple games. He's ready to go. I think he's 2 for 5 with a walk. He'll be back with the Dodgers for this upcoming week. DJ and PK.
Hashtag RSL.
Real Salt Lake loses in Dallas 3-1. Diego Luna scored the only goal. It came late. A bad opening first half. I would say the worst first half of the year. And they pay for it and they lose. And Dallas ties them in the standings. They come home. They've got a game midweek with Houston, and Colorado's coming in on the weekend. So 2 home games in quick succession here. Got to bounce back from that opening 45. Not good. Not even a little bit.
Rats.
Utah Royals scoreless game at Bay FC. They extend their unbeaten streak to 7 matches overall. They're sitting 4th place in the NWSL after this long unbeaten streak. DJ and PK.
Hashtag golf.
Christopher Rayton, I did not watch on Mother's Day, I have to admit. I don't even know who he is. Have you heard of him, PK? You follow golf more than I do. Christopher Rayton?
I have.
Right, Ton?
Yeah. I think you had it right the first time. First
PGA Tour title. He wins the Truist. Beats out Ricky Fowler. 2 strokes under, or 2 strokes in front of those guys at 15 under. 2-shot win. Tony Finau tied for 31 at 3 under. And now, where do we turn our attention, PK? Bum, bum, bum.
PGA?
The PGA Championship this week.
Yeah. Brandt Snedeker won his first title. He was on the other one.
Yeah, Myrtle Beach had a tour also. They had split events. First time he's won on tour since 2018.
I've played golf in Myrtle Beach. And one time in the parking area of the JW in Vegas, Brandt Snedeker was right behind me.
All right. Nice.
They park your car. We'd always go down for the Jimmy Buffett would do a thing in MGM in the fall, and it always coincided with the PGA tournament.
The PGA stop in Las Vegas?
Yeah, and we'd stay at that hotel, the JW, out there at Poinsett, and the PGA players would be on the floor, and so Snedeker was right behind me, and then we go in the line to check in together, chatted him up a little bit. I'm sure it was a highlight of his life. And that's the place where I worked out like 7:30 in the morning on the Saturday with Vijay Singh.
Oh, and with his student.
Just the 2 of us.
His trainer
with his
staring
trainer,
down.
and his trainer would look.
His trainer / bodyguard.
Oh, yeah, man. If I even looked, and it was just the 2 of us, the 3 of us.
I know, but a hotel gym.
If I looked in his way, that guy just gave me the nastiest glare.
If you go to a hotel gym, you might have to interact with the public. Deal with it. Good grief. Come on, man. He's just so arrogant. Golly.
But he let it be known without speaking, you do not get within 10 feet of us.
That's one of the many examples of retreat to the castle, pull up the drawbridge. I'm not dealing with you, the little people. And it is just rampant all across sports.
He wouldn't even let me say hello to him.
No.
So I didn't.
DJ and PK.
Hashtag NHL.
Put that one off the mark. Arm foot, they score! The puck bounced through off the carom, and Kirby Dach able to pick it free in front to put it home. And his pass off the mark for Gauthier, but he follows it up, walks right in, and scores! Alex Killorn, 3-2 Ducks.
So the Ducks win 4-3. They beat Vegas. That series is tied 2-2. Montreal's up 2-1 on Buffalo after rolling 6-2. And tonight we got a game 4. Colorado at Minnesota. Colorado, the Avs are up 2-1. Can Minnesota tie the series up, or is Colorado going to take that big 3-1 lead? That game's on ESPN, and the winner of that Colorado-Minnesota series figures to be a heavy favorite over Anaheim or Vegas, so they're not really playing for a Stanley Cup final, but they might be. Pretty clearly they might be. All right, DJ and PK, Steve Cleveland coming up at 8 o'clock. Kevin Reynolds, Jazz beat writer for the Salt Lake Tribune. At 9 o'clock, we'll talk to Steve and Kevin about the big story of the day. The Jazz have the second pick. Are they drafting second? Are they going to use it, leverage something different, and might that something different beat A.J. DeBonsa? Your reaction coming up. Tons of reaction on Facebook. Lots of options out there for Austin Ainge and the Jazz. We'll get to them next. Stay with us.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Because as your life changes and your body changes, Sleep Number mattresses adapt and shift to give you personalized comfort night after night. And now everything's on sale during our Memorial Day event. Save up to $1,200 on mattresses for a limited time. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, to a good life sleep.
Mom, can you tell me a story?
Sure. Once upon a time, a mom needed a new car.
Was she brave?
She was tired, mostly. But she went to Carvana.com and found a great car at a great price. No secret treasure map required.
Did she have to fight a dragon?
Nope. She bought it 100% online. From her bed, actually.
Was it scary?
Honey, it was as unscary as car buying could be.
Did the car have a sunroof?
It did, actually.
Okay, good story.
Car buying you'll want to tell stories about. Buy your car today on
Carvana.
Delivery fees may apply.